ready to the final panels activity of today. So it's not in our traditional room. And this is the Loony Theories panel. Hopefully you found the right place. If you're looking for the width of the staircase, it's in Gardenia. So this is a fan favorite, and I don't really need to explain it because they know what they're doing. But you know, this is Loony Theories, and this is our very esteemed and practiced panel, and they will explain what we're doing and go for it from there. Matt can start.
Okay. Well, last year was the first time we did this, and it seemed to kind of work pretty good, which was we tried to get the audience to participate, which meant we went around the room and had you pose to us Loony Theories. And then we let the room talk about it and vote on it. And if it made it past the vote, we got on the list. And then at the end of the panel, the top 10 or whatever, we had you come up. Did we have a vote? You just had to raise your hand.
Yeah.
So we took like the top 3 at that point and had
we
a vote.
counted like 8 different times because Matt kept counting more for, I think, your people's theory. Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
We were trying to stack the, anyway.
There was some confusion, but last year, it was the Tower of Genji.
No.
Was
It
it
was
Katsuren.
It was Katsuren was Moiraine in disguise.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
what was
right.
Moiraine in disguise.
That was
you.
you. Yeah. And then also, the reason Kristy and I are up here, we're part of a duo called Team Moiraine. Anyway, we kind of hijacked your panel last year and created a little bit of a ruckus because we.
Whoever has one of the most loony theories gets a free shot
Of vodka.
So the loonier the theory, the better your chances are to get some free liquor tonight.
For those who don't want that,
You can have a can.
Yes, Snickers. And Terry wants you to choose the vodka.
Get loaded.
feel free to grab some more chairs here, by the way.
Yes.
Like
Do you guys
to-
do chairs? Jake, do you guys do chairs?
So, what I'd also like is for you, since we just had Towers of Midnight, who has not read Towers of Midnight? Other than,
Well,
okay, you two.
we know that.
Who wants to read it and does not want anything spoiled for them? Is that okay that you're going to hear?
I think the cat's out of the bag with your wife already.
Yeah,
She hasn't already heard it, then it's over.
Okay, so it would be nice, you don't have to gear your Loony theories or ideas around Towers of Midnight, but it would be nice to kind of get some fresh ideas. I mean, I've heard plenty. And Therese is up here. Everyone, this is Theresa, or Therese if you know her online. She's up here because when it comes to subject matter experts, she is the subject matter expert. I've heard them all, but she'll have a really good gauge on whether or not it's reasonable or not. And what's funny is from last year,
whether or not it's reasonable.
not reasonable, plausible yet loony.
It's got to be loony because it doesn't work if you have a plausible theory or a theory that makes
Your theory might make sense, we might say no, because it makes too much sense.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Just don't tell us dolphins are going to channel.
Yeah.
I said that. That was mine.
Yeah, that's not going to make it on my board. But what was funny last year was people posed ideas that they thought were loony, which were actually quite plausible, reasonable, and so we kind of nixed those off. And they actually posed ideas that they thought might be reasonable that we qualified them as loony. So,
out of curiosity,
Yeah.
did any of the loony theories from last year actually end up being true?
that's a good question. I will look into that while we're doing that. I doubt it. It was a pretty.
I got it too because I saw the list.
It was a pretty loony theory. The one that I wanted to win, which in my mind did win, was.
Many of them were not disproven.
Yes, it was the Tower of Genji was a spaceship. I love that.
There was one of my theories that I think, or I don't know if it was loony, but anyways, I asked Maria and she raffled me. So I think we're going to find out in the next one the answer to that question.
So if you like that format, I think we're going to run with that. I can't wait to hear some new ideas. So, without further ado, let's start with you.
No.
Oh, start on the left side.
okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with you.
Theory.
Just came up. Oh, no, go
I
ahead.
don't have anything. Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Okay, so we'll start with raised hands and then we'll come back. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it might not be a theory, but my husband and I were at dinner and I was talking to him. I said, Avienda either has to have sex and get pregnant in the next book,
Right.
or she's gonna die at the last battle. I think that's her only saving grace is whether or not she's pregnant or not. Because all of the things have her, all of the prophecies have her having kids. So,
She
and
dies Minze viewings.
The only thing that I would say to, I guess, discredit that is Min's viewing about the, well, there's 3 women at the panel here, but they're shrouded, so we don't know who they are.
No, we do know who they are because there's a dream that the wise ones had that mirrored the foretelling that Nicola had, or Nicola. Anyway, Nicola said that it was the dedicated spear.
That's
You
right.
know, she named them off like that, so we know that it's the 3 women. And not only that, we know that either all these foretellings and prophecies and whatever are going to come true, or the pattern is going to be destroyed, one of the 2.
Yeah.
You know, so either Avienda is going to have her babies, or the pattern is going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
So Loony or not? What do you guys?
No.
Loony? No.
Debunked.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. But along with the lines of this one, what's funny that you mentioned this. I just looked at a theory that was submitted to me a while back. Sometimes it takes me a while to get to these things. And they're talking about this, and the theory is that Avienda and Rand will still their children to save the people of the dragon.
Interesting.
That's their Loony theory. Is that instead of, if you've read the book, that instead of allowing these children who appear to be kind of hyper channelers, they'll still them to prevent that from happening. Although,
But it wasn't really their channeling that screwed the future.
right,
You know?
that's it's a Loony theory, but you know.
Okay.
I have my
He's got
Loony
one.
here.
Okay. And what do you guys want to
Yeah,
say
right.
about
Yep.
the-
Kristy is
We're gonna
Van
have
White.
to
She's
say
Van
White.
You guys here?
So you only, don't feel bad if you don't get on the board, because it means that you're smarter than we think. We think you might have something going on.
So here's my theory.
Okay.
Bella dies, and Nynaeve raises her after 3 days. And because of that, she will know
Where's the liquor
that
bottle?
when Rand dies, she can do it.
So what Bella is
Bella is
Lazarus?
Jesus.
Or Jesus. Bella is Jesus.
I
don't know.
We don't have the weeds figured out.
Bella/Lazarus.
Nynaeve resurrects Bella.
Is that Loony?
Snickers!
We got one.
You don't know the shot until later.
Bella is Lazarus.
Bella/Lazarus.
Bella's last one. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got? Go ahead. What was your, go ahead and introduce yourself. What's your name?
I'm Lisa.
Lisa, okay, go.
The White Tower is a tearing ground, sorry if I mispronounced that, that is using compulsion over the nations.
That's compelling the nation.
Well, it's not
That
doing a very
someone's
good job.
It's a white tower built by Ogier.
As a tearing ground and
It's built by
We
Ogier.
have a giant slime drill, like we have a tearing
I mean,
Wouldn't someone or a group of people be channeling that to make that possible?
No, so you.
I mean,
not all
so what I would say is,
channels.
Avienda, has she been?
How did we get from the White Tower to Avienda?
Everything comes back to Avienda. It's true.
That's a,
No, I was talking about her ability to understand what's going on.
oh, the touching and the.
Yeah, so I'm saying if she had, but I don't think she could.
She hasn't touched it.
Right. So she would know.
So does anybody have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, against it, any ideas?
Actually, I want to expand further on that.
Okay.
And because of that is where the idea for the crystal throne came from, that the Sinchan used, their emperor or empress uses to help rule their nation.
Ruling Toronto.
Ruling.
White Tower as Toronto.
Yeah, this
Okay, we'll put this to a vote. Loony, White Tower as Toronto, Loony or not? I'll put it up there.
So that's actually mean that they had actually made the terrain since the breaking before the lines.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, the likelihood is very slim. You get ready to catch this? I'm gonna try to take anybody. Out of the way. Go ahead. What was your name?
I'm Steven. So this might sound loony, but we've actually got a lot of evidence backing it up. So,
Well then.
the idea is that the song that the two Outlaws have been looking for, Rand is going to find the song and he's going to use it to kill the Dark One.
He's going to use the song to kill the Dark One.
Yeah, the power of the song.
You know,
And so-
actually, I thought
Well, if
something
it's
similar.
with the hair back, it's early or-
Finally fulfilling their commission, like the way of the leaf or whatever.
Right,
And then-
so-
Yeah, so I actually
When you say
agree.
when you say use the song to kill him, as in Dark One death by singing.
By singing.
By
Yeah.
listening.
Like she was saying, the reason they failed is because they stopped looking for the song. And they needed to keep looking for the song because that's what they need in order to win the last battle and kill the Dark One. The Horn of the Leader is critical to the last battle. And you need... The horn is actually going to be used to play part of the song.
Start singing too.
And the Dark One is the king of discord.
Oh my God. Loony? There's more? Oh, sorry. I thought
you're on the
Dark
board
One
with
death
that
by
one.
singing.
Well,
By use of
should we hold on? Should we split these into separate theories?
Oh, yeah, focus on multiple. Okay, so
It depends if you want. They're all part of the same.
we'll talk about it. We'll split them if it sounds.
Sorry, they're all the same thing. Do you want to hold on for later?
I like the harmony of what you guys are doing.
Keep going.
Okay, so we also have that Luce Theron failed. Luce Theron failed when he was trying to defeat the Dark One earlier because he only brought men. And men are not enough to bring all the different harmonies and pitches involved to properly defeat the Dark One. And so this time,
He needed the surprise.
at the end of the book, he gathered all these armies and all these different people because all of them are needed together to join in this great song in order to win. And the reason Moiraine is so critical and the reason she's coming back is because while she was in the Finns, she discovered what the song is. And she's going to bring it to them and teach Rand what he needs to do.
And there's part of
Making it impossible.
The song is so important is because the first thing Rand learned on his journey was not how to channel or how to fight, it was how to play a flute, which is the music that really is the power behind killing the Dark.
And the White Tower is time to Montreal. It's used to.
And the song.
It's actually
Wait, how did the Finns know the song? How did they show that?
I'm trying to figure out like the 10-word synopsis in a theory title form. Oh, you already got Death of the Dark One by song, I think.
It all makes sense why Rand and Matt and Perrin have to be together for the last battle. There could be a boy band.
Which one of them is it? Tiberius. No, we want to know what song we're going to sing.
It's the song that was used in opening ceremonies this morning with that girl.
Friday?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, Death of the Dark One by song, I think is a great.
And you also know how powerful.
You literally have more? Go ahead.
You know how powerful music is because the Aelfin and Eilfin were affected by it.
That's
so you
true.
know music has power in some form.
After you can just submit this. I will post this theory, by the way. Up on the front page. This is awesome. So literally, I'm not joking about that. I think that's fantastic. There's like 3 of you, right? Okay, so here we go. Oh, I'm not part of this. Excellent. Okay, go ahead, Ted.
Mine, after all these, I don't even think mine's as Loony. I think Jane Farsight is still alive.
Jane Farsight is still alive? But Loony?
Despite all the evidence to the contrary.
How did he survive and what's he gonna do?
But Loony,
I'll
I don't know.
explain it if you get my theory.
But Loony,
But now you have to explain it, Crazy.
Well,
I mean,
you have a lot of evidence against it.
well,
We don't
Loony
have a
is.
lot of evidence against it.
Yeah, we don't really.
We don't have any evidence against it, really. There is nobody.
But if you asked 100 people, okay, you heard his screams.
We heard his.
Who in here believes it's a Loony theory?
No, wait. Actually,
Okay.
that's not the reason I think
Okay.
he's alive.
Okay.
The reason I think he's alive is because I don't think Noel Charon was Jane Charon.
Oh, okay, so
You think that he.
So even if he died, I don't think that was him.
you think Noel Charon, so your theory is Noel Charon was not Jane Farsight and therefore.
Exactly.
But I mean, Noel Charon not being.
He is
Yeah.
cousin or whatever he claimed to be.
It's plausible.
It's plausible.
Okay.
I mean, until we're told otherwise.
Well, Matt believed it.
But Loony?
Not to mention all the stories he told.
That can be a little oblivious.
Yeah. Bless his heart.
I don't know.
But I've never
They're all
seen
telling me
it.
no Loony though.
I've never seen anyone on Theoryland discuss saying, hey, maybe that wasn't him.
I think it comes up every now and then, and we're like, nah, it's not.
I think the thing that makes it most plausible is he said that he wasn't him. So then you can use that as like to make it plausible.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. Is if you're using evidence for plausibility as in people say it's not.
Even though it's
No, I'm using it to say it's plausible as a Loony theory.
Well, I'll let that, again.
It's too plausible to be.
Yeah, because the
It's
audience
not
want that.
incredibly plausible.
Okay. I'll throw in some of my Loony reasoning.
Go ahead, you did listen to the concert of information.
I think that some point Noel went into the tower and got Jane's memories to provide all these stories that he tells.
That Noel went
That they uploaded him into, like they uploaded Matt's memory.
That Noel's been to, so the Loony theory now is that Noel Charon had been to the Finland before.
And he learned Jane's story, so he kind of thought in a way that he was Jane Farsight.
Did Noel
But yet
know
he's
something
not.
about it? Noel know anything about
Well,
it?
yeah, I mean, yeah, he knew all kinds of things.
But he said he thought it was on the shadow
About
codes.
drawing the triangle, right?
And he said he
No, that was
thought,
torture. He got that torture.
And I think it's a little.
Loony theory? Noel Charon had been to Finland before?
That's the theory, that's what
I
we're.
mean, and then got information to
I
then
think
say
the
it was
theory
Noel Charon.
itself is Noel Charon was not Jane Charon.
well, and also that he was there and he acts like him because he knows his life story.
Right.
Okay, Loony theory or not? I'm getting lots of shakes.
Does anybody?
I know on Theoryland it would be ripped apart.
Does anybody have any theories about the last battle and possibly Rand's blood being spilled, or the blood being spilled? Does anybody?
Other Loony ones.
I think Loony. So I think about
We
that.
have a continuation.
It's still part of the
I
Okay, so the thing is that as they're singing the great harmony to kill the Dark One, by the way, they broke the seal because the last seal was a barrier between them and the Dark One, protecting them from the Dark One, but the Dark One from them. So they had to get rid of that.
Okay.
And so they're sitting there singing their harmony, and Ishamael comes in, or Moiraine, comes out and he starts killing people. And so in order to stop him from killing the harmony in the song, Olivia stabs Rand with Calendar. He dies, which also kills Moiraine because they're connected, right? But the song is a song of life. And it brings him back to life. And the sword calendar starts shining and thrumming with light. And
Did you talk to
Rand,
Weiss when you were coming
Rand stands up, he pulls calendar out of his body, and then conducts the final. By the way, so the music that we are preparing is for this song. Yeah, they sing. They sing.
You know, they sing wood, and they're very good at singing.
Yeah, exactly.
See, it would have been funnier if you said the book of translation was the actual.
No, but Moiraine knows that, the song. Remember? We already covered that.
Yeah. She has the words they have to Okay. I don't think that counts as a separate one, but you know, it's definitely a case for looniness. Yes. Okay. Back to, I want to switch around.
Oh, okay. All right. Which one is? Okay, boys, I think you earned your shot if you want it.
They don't need it.
You want a shot?
Sure. Want a shot?
So for Stephen, I have a question for you three.
Wait until after picking.
He's got ours.
Okay. Okay, we had another Loony theory. Yes, what's your name?
My name's Susan.
Susan, let's hear it.
Okay, so this is my first time ever at this, so I don't know if this one's ever been said before, but I think that Oliver is Gadol Kane, reborn. You know, Brigitta's
Yeah.
Am I saying the name right?
Unfortunately, it's been debunked.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, Jordan said that's one of the old favorites.
Man,
Yeah.
this is my first time here, so.
No, you debunked it because of he's too old.
They're always talking about how ugly he is, though, like all the time.
That one's been very, very popular.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I have a question for the musicians, because I know. If at any point in time in what you still have left to tell, do you work in a pun about how they're called the band of the Red Hand?
We accept good additions.
Yeah, seriously submit this. I want this up on Theoryland tomorrow.
Well, there's also the Manetheren Eagles.
There'll be some really upset people that have been waiting for me to post stuff, but it's worth it. Yes, the young man said. What was your name?
My name's Dan, and I was Tower of Genji last year.
Okay.
My theory is that the pillars in brooding, they don't necessarily show the past or the future, they just show people what they need to see. It's kind of a way of social control. So like, the Isles saw their future because they had to stay in the free fall land to be forged into this weapon. And Avienda saw the future so that she would basically settle down and become more humble so that the people of the dragon wouldn't lord over the people of the wetlands. And part two of that is, since that isn't the actual future, I believe that at the last battle, every channel will either be killed or will be stilled or gentled. The one power will not be used by anyone, and it'll basically go into a more real world setting with gunpowder being the denominator of who rules.
It's not plausible. That's actually
way possible.
It's actually tough.
All those variations, I can see reasonable cases being made for all of them. So that's good. So, I mean, I've heard the variations made. I mean, a lot of people believe that the fourth age won't be any channeling. I mean, a lot of people believe that that's
That's a
the
very
case.
popular theory. Most people think that, the sealing of the Dark One itself is what is going to cause people to not be able to sense the power anymore. But obviously in the future, obviously saw that didn't happen.
Yeah, I guess that's the main theory is that she didn't actually see the future.
Right. Most people believe that too.
Yeah. Her not actually seeing the future, yeah, that's definitely, it's common since that happened, so. But thank you very much. Yeah. What was your name?
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
I think that Gawain is going to take the assassin's rings that he has gotten from the Ascension assassins, give one to Gallant, and they're both going after Rand to stop him from.
That's actually my theory.
No, so, and by the way,
No,
by the way, I
it's
think
teasing.
there's a theory, a panel on Sundays called the last theory panel ever, although, let's be honest, won't be.
That's a good
False
theory.
advertising.
It's false. But that theory, certainly bring that up, and I'm sure that'll be one of the ones we talk about. Those rings are certainly, they're obviously going to come into play.
Right,
So,
and we've got-
That's what you're gonna do with them.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, oh, there, yeah, they go after Bella, there you go.
Then you can give it to the
Yeah, and possibly one other person.
Okay, so Loony theory, so,
I just had a point about the last one.
Yeah.
If you read the Gathering Storm, those rings will actually, the Charing Grail, they will kill after a certain amount of time.
But there's reason to believe that maybe it can be healed, because the Shang didn't know healing. So, we've got
I think by the time
Nynaeve,
Gawain gets to the point of using it, he's not gonna care.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be on mission, and Galen's gonna be right there with him,
Oh, I
whatever
agree.
the
And
mission.
then there's, Egwene had a dream of Galad wrapping himself in white and still putting on a shroud.
Yeah.
And everybody believes that refers to him joining the white cloaks, but it doesn't necessarily. It can very easily refer to him, sacrificing his own life for a principle, which is the kind of thing that.
Yeah, which is exactly what he did.
Exactly.
So from a Loony standpoint, the theory I would take from that is, that we'll ask and vote on, is that the rings, that Gawain will use the rings with Galad and possibly one other, and they'll to kill Rand, which I think is.
That's not Loony.
Well, that's what the audience decide. Is that a Loony theory or not?
No, because at this point, Goliath knows that.
There's too many people going.
I think that can happen.
It's Loony.
Okay, yes. What's your name?
Charlie.
Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know.
Have a Loony theory talking about the white shroud thing. Some people think it's white cloak, some think he's buried himself. I say it's a wedding dress. I put it on my white wedding dress.
He's marrying.
I would like to see the wedding dress.
That Gawain?
I would pay money to see that.
Well, she wears the pants in the family, so.
Trouble is
Okay,
that
so
why
I
is
have
the
one
morning
as you're all
cons? No one's gonna wear that as a wedding dress. Why is the
yeah.
morning cons and no one will wear that as a wedding dress? Our customs aren't there.
Well, maybe he's gonna join the wedding.
I think maybe he's gonna make costume or something.
Sex change operation.
Joy the White Eyes are awesome. I really went from musicals to sex change.
Sex change.
It's a national.
Gawain for Galad.
Yeah.
Galad, sex change.
He's such a beautiful man, he'd make a stunning woman.
Getting into the
Well, we're gonna set it and he's good to go.
Wow. So as you're thinking about this, I have one. So we all know now, right, that at the end of Towers of Midnight, we have to make a glossary entry about Grendel. So I was talking to Brandon last night about this glossary entry, and he pointed out something to me which I think belongs in this panel, which is technically, I've thought of this before. Grendel, right? She didn't actually kill any of these people that she was told that she was responsible for the deaths of, right? Arangar wasn't actually killed by her, but if it was a glossary entry, she was responsible for Arangar's death, and she was responsible, as Shadowharn said, for Masada's death. So
Masada didn't even actually die.
that's true. And so if you consider what she's responsible for actually what she did, because it doesn't say she killed Asmodeus, she's responsible for his death. My Loony theory is that she compelled Aviendha to kill Asmodeus.
I think that's where it's going, Aviendha.
So the Loony theory is Grendel tried to get somebody on the inside to take out Asmodean, compelled Aviendha, which is why she has no recollection of it, and Aviendha killed Asmodean.
This is so weird. I've seen it so weirdly timed in the book when you read it though.
I'm just saying, Loony theory or not.
I mean, it's like she's in Rand's tent, and then all of a sudden she's supposed to be killing everybody. Loony.
It's possible.
It's like the way it's written, it's the timing just wouldn't make any sense, but you know what?
She's a ninja. She's a ninja. Did you see the scene where Gawain takes the rock and he throws it at the bush? and it shakes just a little bit too much, right? You can tell there's an IO hiding. They're just opposite like that.
Loony or not? Loony.
You got one on the board.
Yes.
I have one for
Loony
you.
theory. What was your name?
Cassie.
Cassie.
And I've actually been thinking it for several years now. I think I know how the books are going to end.
Okay.
The very last scene is going to be Balsamon, Morden, whatever the hell his name is now, ripping off the mask and it's old Sen Buoy. And he would have gotten away
Loony
She wants a shot.
Oh, here.
No, not
No shot yet. Shots are flavors.
Oh, I'll take chocolate.
Chocolate are for everyone.
Nice. What's his name right now?
Just put Scooby. Just put Scooby-Doo. Morning.
Okay. How about this?
Okay, Loony theory, go ahead.
So I don't remember what sparked the idea. Something about the Avienda's pregnancy being odd. So how about this? So we get to see the 4 kids at the end. Instead of a traditional pregnancy, Rand like bops her on the head and it's like a Dena, and the kids just pop out. It's a mythology thing.
It's fairly it's out there. Way out there.
Eat them first.
On the board for babies pop out from being in the head.
You have mythological references.
But along that line, I will throw out another one here that I believe is quite Loony, but totally plausible. So it seems like there's some genetic oddity, and Avienda's children they're strange. You know, there's something about this. So I believe that the merge connection between Rand and Moiraine means that Avienda gets pregnant by Rand and Moiraine, and that's why the children are actually very genetically different.
I like that one.
And that's why they also have some weird two. Loony theory?
Actually, it's
Moiraine and Rand simultaneous in essence.
That's not a Loony theory.
Actually,
They were, yeah, it'd be like some, almost like a, you know, like I guess.
Maybe crazy Johnny Springer.
what would make it loonier is if like Alana got pregnant from it or something.
That's awesome.
Even better,
Yes or no, Loony or not?
That's what it's
Wow. Raise your hands. Oh, singers, go.
No, we were giving you a Loony vote.
They were giving you a Loony vote.
Yeah, she has one.
For your
I've got
way
one
more
that's
pregnancy.
connected to yours.
Oh, thank you. Anyone else for Loony theories?
Yeah, she has one too, and I have one.
Okay, yeah.
Mine's connected to yours, actually, a thought that I had, that Rand gets Avienda and Min pregnant with twins, and somehow the babies channel a gateway into Avienda.
That is fantastic.
So, Min's babies gateway to Avienda's clinic.
That's a really good theory.
Okay, Loony theory? Yes! I believe that got there before.
Traveling womb.
Traveling womb theory. Okay, 1 second, let's here.
Hey, I'm Scott. I think that the third age is going to actually end with the creator getting sealed behind the boar and the dark inquiry, which will usher in a fourth age where the light friends are the persecuted minority.
I like this. Creator seals the boar. Creator seals the boar. Loony theory? Up on the board?
Well, if it's Loony, because if the dark one wins, that's going to happen.
Well, apparently
No,
Light friends are gonna be
That's
wonderful.
not what the Dark Friend, or that's not what the supporters of the Dark Friend, or of the Dark One actually think would happen at the Dark One. Just the truth.
So Loony or not? Raise your hand. Loony?
Yeah, that's pretty loony.
I don't know about. Okay, not Loony. Wow, it's kind of still not clear.
It's because no one
Let's
is.
try this again. Yeah, let's try this again. Loony.
Loony?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, not Loony. Again, totally not that clear.
Well,
you guys
I think
decide.
Loony wins.
So yeah, we'll decide on this one. Is this Loony or not? You're on the side of Loony.
I raised my hand for non-Loony, not because it wasn't.
Not Loony.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't.
Crush not the panel. Okay, there was no hand. No, you were first. What was your name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
This is my pet Loony theory. Demandred will be revealed to be Val and Luca. Because we don't know what Demandred's doing. He says, isn't it great all this chaos I'm causing you? We have no idea what he's doing. But down here we got Val and Luca with stampeding elephants and all that. And he says, I have gathered armies at my back. But he never says he's leaving them.
I haven't thought of
He'd be running from them.
Val and Luca. Demanded is Val and Luca.
Well, except that RJ shut that down.
Was it? Yeah, exactly. Sorry. It's debunked.
I mean, it's a great, funny theory.
It's a funny theory. Sorry. Okay.
Kind of like Elaine is Demandred.
Yes, there is.
All right. Just something. Okay.
Sorry.
Just something completely at random. For group T, while it suppresses channeling temporarily, can help bring out latent talents.
For group T.
You say that louder?
For group T brings out latent talents. It's kind of like it suppresses channeling but brings.
Do you have
out
an
talents.
example of this? The
Yeah.
3 girls. They've all been dosed with fork root tea at some point. And then all of a sudden they're discovering all sorts of new shit.
Like it amplifies the talents?
Well, it brings out things that were lost. Healing that wasn't done before, Quendiar, Terangreal. Everything happened after they've been dosed with fork root. Or almost everything.
That's not Loony at all.
You guys have Loony?
It's kind of.
If you did your
It's not kind of established a connection.
Loony is like
There's no foreshadowing there, but still.
fork dosing brings out.
They find out it's actually heroin.
Fork root tea is really good. I'm getting.
I can make magic things.
I'm getting kind of a. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. What's your name?
My name's Randy, and this has been one of my little favorite pet theories.
Okay.
If you've read The Strike of Shadow Gold, it talks about in the footnote that the female leader that objected to that kept the women from participating. Her name just after the breaking, she continued to fight the dark side and got an additional nickname of Shadar Nor. And then, that's in the footnote, and it specifically states that in the writings about her, they could not confirm where or when she died. Never said anything like that about anybody else. So my theory is that she is the toothless old wild of Norla, which would make her over 3,000 years old when she meets Catulang.
No, we're not. That was a disclaimer. We are not mentioning her name.
Okay, so go ahead.
She who will not be named met her, and part of my theory is that when they started making up the wagon trains to distribute to try to get away and hide the triangle and stuff like that, that she went through some of the portal stones and went through sections where time travels slower. Okay. So that she was, even though she would have been 3,000 linear years, that she was a toothless old wilder, because we know she never took the oath rod. A toothless old wilder has to be very, very, very old.
Weren't you at JordanCon?
Yeah, I was a dragon guy, expressed it.
I thought you brought.
Yeah.
I don't work here anymore.
We talked about this in Loony Theories at DCon.
Yeah, and we mentioned that RJ said that nobody who was alive at the beginning of the breaking survived until the end of it.
Yeah.
Because it makes me cranky. I think it's crap.
Survives to the breaking or survives to
Nobody who was
the
alive at
story?
the beginning of the breaking was alive
No
at
one
the
from
end
Age
of
of
the
Legends
breaking.
makes it through the break.
I assume that excludes the Forsaken.
Excuse the Forsaken.
Well, even they weren't there, they were.
Or they were alive.
They were in suspended animation.
Well, then she was too, if she was in a portal stone at the time.
The portal stone wouldn't be.
If she was in another world, yeah, she wasn't alive in that way.
Actually, that can't be true because that Golem survived.
Well, it's not a
So
No, none of the ice happened, none of the channels.
I like the thought.
He did say I was
This
dying.
quote is
Yeah.
concerning me that we put it up there. The portal stones, I wouldn't quantify portal stones as any type of outside of the pattern, very outside of the pattern. So.
And the other part is that when I mentioned it to Brandon at DragonCon last year, he said in all the stuff that he had to review to carry on, he has never had to look up Norla's history. So he doesn't know where Norla came from because he hasn't looked it up.
I like this. I like the Norla history part. That's good. I like that. But the quote by RJ.
Yeah. I don't have internet, so don't ask me to produce it.
Do you guys want Latrip? How do you say her?
Latrip Posay.
This is Norla. Loony Theory?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it up there.
I don't know how to spell it. Just say Lollapalooza. L-A-T-R-A, right?
Yeah, P-O-S-A-E. Well, that's your last name.
Okay, last year.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Chocolate coming your way.
If you get on the board and you want it a shot, you can have one if you're over 21.
Now there's just
And if you win, you totally get a shot. Yeah. I have
My other Loony theory, when Matt blows the horn, a second Brigitte comes out. They touch each other, causing a rip in the pattern, and the whole thing goes back to before the bore was drilled. Oh, and that's how they sealed the prison.
This was
The new hard things hurt my brain.
A little bit of Star Trek.
A little bit.
J.J. Abrams.
Portavalier creates rifts in pattern that somehow results in a read. So you're saying somehow the pattern is rewoven, the second age of the pattern is somehow rewoven back into the.
I mean, well, it's still workable because it's
Somehow the.
No, because the two Brigittes are
Oh,
there.
so they can sell it. Okay, that's, yeah.
I don't like it for that reason, but I think it's like the, I'm trying to figure out if there's a.
Just almost like.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let me say this. The pattern would never allow it to happen. Or sorry, the wheel would never allow it to happen. So, but it is Loony. It would be the stupidest ending.
Wait, I can top that.
So Portavalier creates rifted pattern. Are we putting it up there?
That's Loony. That's ridiculous.
You want it up there?
Yeah.
We'll put it there. Okay. We'll put it up there. Therese had an idea here. Hold on to your idea.
Well, it wasn't really my idea. Somebody brought it up as a joke at Dragon Mouth, and they said that they thought that Madame Tain, or Taim, excuse me, is actually Andral Denhold, the talented Ashaman. that we saw in Towers of Midnight. So of course they brought it up as a joke, and then I said, well, you know, maybe it could be true because maybe when Black Aja supposedly freed Taim, that, you know, actually Moiraine took over, because there are all these people who believe that Moiraine or Taim is actually Moiraine, right? Which, you know, so I decided for the purposes of this Loony theory to buy into that for the moment. And
So the real Mazrim Taim is Andrew.
yeah, and he went after Moiraine took over at the Black Tower. Andral went to the Tower of Genji, and there they wiped his memories clean, and you know.
So wait, hold on.
And they drain his power. They drain his power like they did Moiraine. And then they stuff his head full of like some other man's memories, right? So he thinks he's this guy named Andral, right? And you know, he doesn't know why.
He does a solo.
It gets better because, you know, I mean, he doesn't know why, but he asks for this girl Sindane, you know, can he have her? Right? So, so he escapes the Tower of Genji with Sindane and goes to Shia Ghul, where, you know, he gets a true power mask of mirrors and compulsion. And then he shows up at the Black Tower wondering why he has a hole in his memory. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's
not long ago.
Did anybody get that?
I followed it. I followed it for the
It's totally possible.
The real Mazrim Taim goes to Finland. And in the process somehow gets
his memory
Sindane
wiped.
out. And
But
why
then
did he go those
does he get
shots?
his memory wiped before or after he has the Sindane?
That's but it's like
I don't know, it's a good question. It could be either, right?
I like.
Whichever makes more
I'll be
sense.
honest. I like the beginning of Mazrim Taim. The real Mazrim Taim is.
I mean, come on, they drain his power and it makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. Okay, does anyone want Mazrim? Okay, Loony, Mazrim Taim, the real Mazrim Taim, went to Finland, had his power drained, took Sindane to Shallow Gulf,
But
where a
Mazrim
true
Taim
power.
is Andral.
And where a true power mask of mirrors was placed over him.
And his memories were wiped, so he doesn't even recognize that, you know, he's met the guy who's wearing his old body. I mean, he doesn't even know. Right?
Anyone want this Loony enough for the? I mean, do you want it up on the board?
Yeah.
I'm getting down to that.
I mean, that's what this panel is for, right?
Yeah, Mazrim Taim is Andral, and then just put like, I think Andral was yeah, like Genji, Shadow Go, True Power Master Mirror.
We don't need to explain it, right?
No, you don't explain it. I
We
mean,
just explain, you know, Bielaczyc is Norla on the board.
okay, but I'm trying
Keep it
to
simple.
think. Mazrim Taim is Andral.
Yeah.
The Theresa.
Okay, Mazrim Taim is Andral. Okay. Yes. No, sorry, Jacob.
Okay. So, for something even less plausible. Just enough for it to make sure the tour's paying attention, and in an attempt to promote his own books, Brandon will subtly start referring to Min as Vin. When Rand and the assorted companies have fallen, Bella will step forward, pass the powers of the creator onto Vin, and then she will face the Dark One for the true final battle.
Excellent.
Also loyal as well.
Yes. Haddon Fane is Hoyd. He will be Haddon Hoyd. So that will be Brandon's subtle attempt to generate a little extra
Min
revenue.
as Vin.
Min as Vin.
Fights the Dark One.
Fights the Dark One.
Min as Vin fights the Dark One.
There's a boy out there.
That's awesome.
They're not really into it.
Okay, you were asking for predictions
Peter.
about the last battle. Here's one. Everybody keeps thinking that Rand's going to seal the Dark One away. He's going to seal the Dark One away. What if instead Rand shows up at the last battle, things going bad, Rand says, you know what? Why don't we just open up like a portal to any other dimension and take the remnants of mankind there and leave the Dark One behind? So that the Dark One is basically sealed away with an empty world.
Yeah. Because he is outside of the, he's a constant in every single, well, even within the possibility, not,
Yeah, but what if
you would have to find that one world with the possibility that he doesn't exist in.
What do Yeah, no, he's outside of all possibilities, so.
In every.
He'd be in every. So I
Can I
think
build up that a little bit?
Yeah.
He could pull a Terry Goodkind ending and create 3 separate worlds where the Dark One doesn't exist in one of them and the Dark One exists in the other one, and he can just move everyone to the other one through some magical power that he just pulls out of his ass that doesn't exist ever.
So you're saying, so the theory is.
He won't be opening up a portal to another world. He'll be creating an entire another world.
You're saying a new Legacy Ages.
Yes.
You're saying a new Legacy Ages.
A whole new Wheel of Time. He'll just make a whole new Wheel of Time without the Dark One. He'll just leave him out.
I have something similar to that, which is that.
But how? You're proposing that the theory is that the creator is going to do this?
No, well, Rand's going to do that. So in a sense, he'll be the creator of the new Wheel of Time.
Rand's going to become a creator of a new pattern.
Yes.
It's just kind of like, you know. Loony?
Yes.
He's been working on his macrame skills, totally.
Mine was a little less out there, but still along the same lines, and that was that not only is time cyclical, but space is also cyclical. So it's space-time is in fact a wheel, so it's the wheel of space-time, in a manner of speaking. And Randland is actually just Western Australia, just like in like the 16th century.
16th century.
Right.
Nice.
Somewhere back there before it was really, you know.
I like this one. Your theory is that none of this is actually happening.
No, it's all actually happening. It's just it's just happening, you know, 400 or 500 years ago in Australia.
Luckers is responsible. Loony theory, the wheel of time is taking place in Western Australia.
Sorry, I'm not.
So Sean is, you know, I don't know.
Africa. Okay, yeah, back here. One thing?
David?
David, go ahead.
I brought this up at JordanCon, but or maybe I didn't. We might have done this afterwards. My learning theory is that our favorite opportunist, Ishmael, is going to flip sides at the last battle.
That's not what it means.
Yeah, that's not.
He's going to see which way the things are going, and he's going to help Rand seal the Dark One.
Yeah, like he's gonna figure it all out. I mean, he's a nihilist anyway, you know? So why not sacrifice everything for, you know, the good side?
Yeah.
He became a nihilist.
He's already
for the Dark One.
prepared.
He's going to repent and go back to his old.
Yeah, but he's already prepared to give it all up.
We believe in
Well,
Gnostics.
somebody has to have the memory of life to decide to go back. That's the whole, you know, that's the whole symbology of the memory of life. So, you know, somebody's got to return to the good side.
Well, memory of life could mean other things. It could mean, you know, oh God, the pattern is falling apart. You remember what, you know, there used to be life.
Welcome to the
there's no argument
on Wild Hunt, the Great Hunt. Ingard, or the one that stays and dies. It's been the guard thing.
That's the
Yeah.
scene.
It's never too late for you to return to the light.
Redemption.
Okay, so right now we have our list of this top 10.
We have 10.
Check that out. So we can do one of two things. It's about 10:55. Keep going and getting more on the list. We can start voting now. I don't know what you guys have plans for after this panel, and I think we have a meeting for next, if we want it, for half an hour. So we can keep going, or if the ideas are dying out, we can also start voting.
We could go on all night.
Yeah. You want to vote? So anyone that has last ideas they want to throw out, maybe we'll give them one more shot and then we vote. Did you have one, Avery?
Just random theory.
Okay.
Somewhat loony. Perrin's new hammer is the only weapon that can kill Pat and Fane.
I can buy that.
Perrin's hammer can kill Pat and Fane. Loony?
Why can't
Or the only weapon that can kill Pat and Fane?
Why not?
Why can't anything else kill Pat and Fane?
Well, he's supposedly getting all
Why
these
can't anything
powers.
else kill him?
Is there a Yeah, you have.
I think Rand's biological father is actually still alive because we hear that he got run through, but nobody actually saw him die. And I think he's in the Blight teaching a rabid army of ideal children, boys to channel.
With pointy teeth.
Yeah, with pointy teeth.
The red veil?
Those are the ones that they send for
Training.
Grandfather's
Training
training channelers in the ideal channelers for the Dark One in the Blight.
So you think with a learner?
Yeah.
And you're just.
Loony theory?
Are we sure that no one saw it though? Because they did tell.
They saw him get run through, but they didn't say that he died. And you gotta be careful.
Okay.
And that means.
Yes, that's it, yeah, over here.
I think Bielaczyc is a dark friend who plans to release the Dark One by increasing the amount of boredom in the world. But at the end, he will betray the Dark One, so he has a captive audience for the rest of time.
Bielaczyc wants to save the world.
Wants to free the Dark One
by freeing the Dark
by
One.
increasing the amount of boredom in the world. But at the last moment, he will betray the Dark One and turn to the light, so he has a captive audience.
Are you saying that Bielaczyc is a boring character?
I think
Oh no, I would never say anything.
I think you're saying that Bielaczyc is a hero of the Horn after all.
Bielaczyc is the hero of the Horn? Is that what you want that to be? I think
That's an interesting jump. I wouldn't have ever
Bielaczyc is our
wanted.
friend. I think we'd all be like, sure, why not? And is a dark friend that wants to free the Dark One? That's probably okay. So, Loony theory? Sorry. Okay, so yeah, let's recap them. Go ahead, Dan.
Bella is Lazarus. White Tower is really a terror Angriel. Wheel Time the musical. Avienda really kills Ebony. Sen is Moiraine. Baby's Gateway from Minze. How do you say is Norma, right? Horn of Valir causes the rift in the pattern.
Super kids.
Yeah. Mazrantane is Time, sorry, Time. You say Time, I don't know why I say that. It looks like Time. Ram creates a new Wheel of Time. What was that?
He makes a whole new world.
He makes a whole new world.
Yeah, new creator.
And number 11, Sarah's Ram's daddy is training some ideal guys.
Okay. So, I'm trying to remember how we pared it down to the top 3 last time.
Yeah.
I gave you 1 vote. We give you 1 vote.
No, we had small people would be like, I think you could vote like twice maybe? Yeah. Is that what we did? We narrowed it down.
I know it was more than one, because I remember.
Yeah.
So you can vote twice for your favorites, and then once we pare them down, we'll just keep going until we get to the one. Can you like turn this right? I want it.
Relish the moment, man. Relish the moment. You want to run last? Okay.
Okay, so
Bella is Lazarus. Okay, people. Hands for Bella is Lazarus. Bella is Lazarus.
favorite there?
Aww.
1 vote here. No, both here. 2.
All right. White Tower is Sarah Grouse.
You feel obligated, doesn't you?
Wheel Time the musical.
I think it's
Everyone. Avienda kills Ebony.
I'll tell you about that.
1, 2, 3. 3. Sen is Moiraine. There's no honey. 6.
I still think everyone wins.
Gateway Babies. What's that one again? I can never say your name right. It's normal.
I can't say it either.
1, 2, Hornivalier causes the rift in the pattern. Sorry, bud. All right. Mazatine is on roll. Wow. Ram creates in real time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Rand's dad is training Aiel in the blade. Come on.
I like that.
Okay, so what are our top 3? We've got top 4. Real-time musical is top number 1 right here. Then we've got the babies, Gateway Babies, and Sen is Morden, I think is the next one. Those are the top 3.
Sen is Morden.
Yeah.
It's the Scooby-Doo.
Do we throw the 5 in there? On the next page?
Oh, yeah. It's the Rand creates new real time. Is the next one.
We do top 4 and hope we know, or you want to?
Let me take this off.
I think we know which one's coming.
Yeah. There's always a second one.
Oh, all right. Half a
Have a shot, exactly. Okay.
So we got a top 4.
Top 4, so you can only vote
You can only vote once.
between these top 4. So, let's start with the one that we know is going to get the most votes.
Real-time musical.
I know you're all going to get that one, so how many votes to count these up? By the way, there was definitely not enough yelling in this panel this year.
Nobody got loosened up.
No,
That's
we
true.
were all in our, so now is the important.
Sen is Morden. You can only vote once.
I'm only voting one. Should we declare that the winner and then I'll vote for second? Okay.
Gateway Babies. That's all she wrote, folks.
And I like this full stone.
No, I like it too. 1, 2.
Or not.
Okay. 3.
Nothing. Okay, so
Yeah.
those are
So
top
Gateway Babies and Wheel-Time Musical are the top 2, with Wheel-Time Musical being
Wheel-Time
the
Musical.
winner. Runaway winner.
Nice job. Did that. I'm not joking. I want to talk about this tomorrow, and I want to post the theories. I think you're going to find out.
Should I even respond to that?
No, it's not. This isn't to be responded to. It's just to be enjoyed. Just like a concert would be. Okay, so yeah, if you can write it up as legit as possible, because that was pretty where
I guess
No,
you need
we
us to
want to
write it
know.
up for you?
Yes.
Okay.
We
can
want to
try
know
to
what
do
song
that.
they did.
Do that. That was,
I mean, you
yeah.
might have a serious vibe. At least we did like serious.
Yeah, pretend you're as serious as possible. So, yeah,
No,
the ones that are
seriously.
of the right age.
Are you guys 21?
It'll be a lot funnier if you pretend
No,
like you're
don't drink it. You're
serious.
not 21. We don't want to get in trouble.
Kristy did it. He's saying I was going to check.
No non-21-year-olds.
I was going to check IDs.
We're not serving alcohol to most people under 21.
Yes, sir. It wasn't that long ago we were
He
checking
is
first
now.
year. I'm almost 30.
Don't try to tease him into drinking, man.
I'm almost 30.
Okay, so I'm sure we'll do this panel again next year because the book's not written. There'll be plenty of stuff to have fun to talk about. It's a great panel. Thank you guys very much for coming. It was awesome.